So it's match one of the Balkan Cup between Bulgaria and Serbia. So it's Serbia to call. So it is heads.
So we choose bowling.
So Serbia has won the toss and decide to bowl first. So it's match one of the Balkan Cup between Bulgaria and Serbia.
Good afternoon, cricket lovers, and welcome to the European Cricket Network for a weekend of women's cricket. Did you know that back on this day in 1745, the first recorded match between women happened? Good thing is, since then, a lot of good has happened with the sport, particularly the women's game. And the European Cricket Network, we're proud to be supporting women's cricket. And today is a testament of that. Here in Bulgaria, at this beautiful Veselivsky cricket ground, will be match one starting of the Balkan Cup, where the host Bulgaria will be taking on Serbia. And there in Czechia, in Prague, the heat is definitely on when the home side Czechia are taking on Luxembourg and Norway. European cricket at its best, a weekend of women's cricket. We know the girls just want to have fun, and we are going to be right behind them, helping them have fun all the way. Match one starting here soon. I can tell you, as you saw a little bit earlier, the news from the coin toss is that Serbia are going to have a bowl first. that is from Vili. And Vili gives it all the oomph and gets 4 runs. First boundary then of this Balkan Cup. And it comes from Vili and Nikolava, the number 3 batter. Well struck, good shot, a little bit short, but she was onto it straight away. Let's see the comeback here now from the bowler. It's in the air and it's a great catch. What a wonderful catch that is. Sensationally well taken. Brilliant catch. I mean, it was hit well, and you thought that Vili was after another boundary, but it's not to be. It will be 4 and out. What a sensational catch that is that's been taken. Wonderfully caught. Really good catch there taken. Wonderfully well heard. So Matjevic holding on to it and made it look simple. She really did. She made that look simple. What a good catch. So Matjevic holds on to the catch. And Maria getting a wicket. Well done to Maria Pakovic. Outside the off, trying to get the new batter to play at it. Not going to. It's going to be the end of the over, is it? Yeah, over is called by... It's Gagandeep. Gagandeep, I'm pretty sure we will see him when it comes to the European Cricket Series here, which will follow the Balkan Cup. Of course, we've got 1 match just today. And then we have 2 matches tomorrow. Then the match on Saturday. So these teams will play each other on 4 occasions. 6 for 2 then. The end of the second over. So both the opening bowlers are picking up wickets. Biryani plays it well. I mean, that's what she has to do. She gets back on ball. Just needs a partner to stay at the other end. Would have been delighted with the way Vili started hitting that boundary. But then Vili came for, again, it wasn't a bad shot to play. It was just an outstanding catch taken. Oh, what's this one come off? It just seems to have hit the deck and just flown off. The batter's not able to capitalise on it. No signal from the umpire. But that would just go down as a dot ball. Certainly did seem to do something off the pitch there. I'm still moving things around here frantically, people. Apologies if I can't always be in touch with it. Don't have a screen at the moment. This is Malika bowling, and yeah, good delivery, keeping it outside the off here. Malika here. Yeah, I mean, that's a good delivery. I don't think that's very wide at all, just the batter there. This is Aleska Stolyova. Quite happy just to let that go by. This time she does go to play the shot, but the right idea, getting the feet moving, going towards the ball. Nice start though from Malika, doing the right thing, keeping that ball outside the off. Got a very good action, and that one's going to just get away, so reruns here. And to the delight. Well, it's a run on the ball, not quite to the delight of the batter. Alex says umpire Ivan does signal a leg by. Bilyani basically run a ball so far. And gets one that's well pitched up, but the stump will be called a wide. Just missing that line by a fraction on this occasion. It's Malika. Stanovic. Stevanovic comes in again. And this time a little bit short. Strays slightly onto the leg side, but the umpire is happy. Well, in the end, does give the wide signal. Took his time, did Ivan there. But I think he thought about it for a while and thought the bowler, that Stevanovic, was going to get away with that, but the wide is called in the end. Yeah, just talking about the action here. Let's go back to Stanovic's action. Nice steady run up. Every so often she just crouches before she releases. But when she keeps the body nice and upright at the delivery stride, certainly gets the ball in the right areas. That's it. Lashed that really. Right. Bilyani, we often call that part of the ground the quickest here in Bulgaria. This Vasilevsky Academy Sports Ground, and it's the vortex, and anything that goes there gets sucked in, and that one goes away pretty quickly. So 4 runs, and be happy with that. Oh, Bilyani gets a boundary, swinging hard. Malika going back to her mark. Yes, and say, folks, just working to get everything running here at the moment, just as we started. Now, I was warned about this by Marzi. Marzi did say to me, Rico, late in the afternoon, the sun is going to come through and it's going to be quite hard for you to see things. You weren't joking, but I didn't realise that it was going to knock everything out straight away. So I've managed to get the laptop fired up again under the table. Oh, that's a nice bit of bounce there from the bowler. 14 for 2 was the score at the end of that third. And it is Nadia who comes back to bowl. First over, just the 1 run given away from it. That's a nice looking shot. Wants to take on the fielder and does well. Fielder was waiting for that one kind of to come to her. Didn't really attack it. And as a result of that, they will take the single. Bilyani plays that well. Could have pushed maybe for the single. So decided on this occasion just to play it safe. I think right now is just focusing on getting a partnership started here. Stein defensively played. Probably knows about the danger there of Nadia. To Paul Kempin. I'm starting to get things going here. Another big swing. Here's that vortex again. It's going to be cuatro carreras. Well, let's say that fortune does favour the brave. It's going to be 4 ball. Yeah, John Hisham was there. Said that earlier to Dr. Pradeep. Hello to you. And now Paul Kempin is there. And Terry Richmond. Hello, Terry. Nice to have you with us. And a lot of people enjoying the action in the chat. So we're bringing the, also remember, as I said, there's some action there, the Central Europe Cup happening there at the Vino Cricket Ground there in Czechia, Prague. And Bilyani just plays over the top of this one and able to get that one away. That's and also the end of the over. 19 for 2. 5 runs coming off that one. So 4 overs are completed. Remember, 6 over power play with T20s. Yeah, so Norway doing very well there. They were put in by Luxembourg, and 131 is what they made. 131, and there was a good knock there, kind of in the middle of the order. Ravindra Kumar and Mirab Sajjad, both putting a very good partnership on together, helping them to get to that 131. And Luxembourg, 13 overs gone, struggling a little, 64 for 3. Oh, it's a good delivery. Doesn't miss by much. Nice start. This is Marija again. Jakova. Pitch start might be a little bit wider, but umpire's still pretty happy with that. Yeah, bowling a second, picked up a wicket in her first over. So, Dračkovic. Have to get my vitches in, haven't I? I was talking to the Serbia girls. So they're having their profiles done. Good bowling, good keeping as well. Keeping very well, nice glove work. Standing up with those bright luminous gloves as well. It's up in the air and they will take the run mid-wicket, bit back. They've still got that square leg right back on the boundary. Nothing's really been hit in that area so far. I wouldn't mind seeing the square leg being brought up. I think Serbia just thinking that boundary, it's a pretty short boundary. They want to try and protect it the best that they can. High in the air, but she's going to get that in a good pocket of space. May even go to the boundary, chases on, just stops short. And a good bit of fielding. And a good arm there as well. So, a couple of runs, Biliani. Doing well. Shotarova, or Biliani often says, just call me Singh. Of course, related to Gagandeep, and now somebody's down on the floor there. The little bowler just may have just twisted her ankle following through there. So just rolls it off the pitch, but she seems to be okay. She's walking back. I think it's when she bowls, she just caught the edge of the pitch. Ball to go in this, just taking time to compose herself. You can see just walking around, making sure she's feeling comfortable. Nice little partnership this. Alexa doing her bit at the other end. Just, yeah, you can see that's in the back of her mind at the moment. So, main thing is that she's walked back to her mark. She doesn't seem to be feeling as much discomfort as before, so see how she goes. She comes back again. And then, well, feels absolutely brilliant, she says. Takes her time. Now, that's a lesson for you. You know, she's just gone down there, and credit to her, she's picked herself up, dusted herself down, taken her time, and she came to bowl the ball before, thought, nah, don't feel right, she stopped. Goes back to a mark, and then she delivers an absolute beauty. Right on the money. What a ball this is. Superb delivery, and Biliani gets yorked by a beaut. And that's the end of her. She'll go for the unlucky 13. 13 off the 10 balls she faced. Got 2 boundaries in there as well. But that's a great delivery. It really is. Well done. Well bowled there by Maria. Djokovic getting it in the right area. And gets a good wicket there Bilyani was just starting to look a little bit dangerous, starting to get a good partnership going. And the new batter, this looks like it's the captain, Detalina, who's come in. Detalina is an all or nothing kind of batter. Has scored valuable runs for her team in the past. That's well bowled, but well played there by Alexa at the start of a new over. There's Detalina on your screens at the moment. You can't quite work out the detail on the nails, but she's got the red nail varnish with the Bulgarian flags on her nails. That's what she's showing off there. Detalina, passionate about the game, and the captain, passionate about her team as well. Here she is, ready to face. And she gets one down the leg side. Has a look at the umpire. Gangandeep says, no, it's okay. And Malika Stefanovic, the bowler. So bowling this, the 6th over. Bowler's been intelligently used. Kind of bowling over, have a rest, come back. It is warm out there. Yeah, it's a run there. Good calling there. And the throw goes to Detalina's end, but she'll get home comfortably. That's a good bit of calling there from Alexa. So Stulava played a very nice shot. The ball before. It's a nice pitched up ball, but well in very good position. Stefanovic, just one comes out wrong. This one is going to have to be stopped out there by the fine leg. And she's done beautifully well. Kept her on this. This ball was bobbling away. And no ball being called here as well. So, no ball, free hit to come. So no ball, one by, free hit. Detalina, the captain. Aggressive batter. Good opportunity for her to get off the mark here. Gets bat on ball. Well, gets forced into taking the single, and she has to go quickly. And she does get there, but she was caught a little bit ball watching. Alexa calls it and says, let's go. See here, Alexa, she's off. Detalina, slow to get going. I think she would have, well, I don't know. I mean, unless she was confident that her legs were already in the crease, but didn't slide that bat in. Does get a run, though. Gets off the mark. Plays that pitched up delivery very well and gets herself in. That's better running, isn't it? So Alexa still over, showing the captain Detalina how it's done. I like the way that everybody else that's started sitting next to me have evacuated the area and gone into the shade in the tree behind. Thanks, guys. Marzi's, I'll tell you what Marzi said in a moment, Mr. Wolfie himself, after this one. All right, in the air, catching opportunity, and very well held there. And Gunja holding on to the catch. Not an easy one, this. Not as easy as it looks for a number of reasons. One, she is wearing the lid, has to try and find it. And secondly, when she looks up, she's seeing the bright ball of fire up there. And contends with it really well. So, good catch. And Dunja Demic holds on to it. Stefanovic picks up a wicket. Picks up her first. And it's 28 for 4. That also, of course, is now that power play is completed. comes in. And that's the end. And Detalina goes for just 1 of 4. That was one run she had to work very hard for, but I think here Bulgaria are going to have to work very hard to stay focused. Well, that's it. Well, Elena, she's the bowler bowling here, and you can see that she was pretty happy when she was taking her profile video, and she's pretty happy now as well because she gets a wicket. On the money, and that's what's been the key here for Serbia. They've just got the ball in the right place, and on debut as well. And what a good start that is from her. She gets Alexa, who was looking pretty good, wasn't she? Was getting her feet moving well, but it's another one that's right on the money. Got to hit the stumps. That's the key. Bowl full and straight. And that's what they've done well. 4 of 16 deliveries. And Helena getting the breakthrough. Yeah, well done. Can I just say that I know that ever since I finished there in Switzerland, in Engadin, that's going to be, just out of reach from the keeper. Engademic just couldn't reach it. Here it is again. It's a bouncy pitch, isn't it? I think it's one of those pitches where the slower bowlers certainly are going to extract some bounce on it, especially if you're getting some flight. Watch this one. See where that's bouncing? It's kind of bouncing above the waist. They're going to take the single. Good running. And, Gabriela getting off the mark. Yaronova. That one just stays a little bit lower this time from Helena. Expecting that to have a little bit of purchase, have a little bit of bounce, but it doesn't. Flighted in the air, gonna get it in the gap between. Well, the lay-on doesn't quite go to plan, and well, a little bit of argy-bargy all around. First of all, between the fielders, wanted to do a little bit of team fielding. That went wrong, and then the batting also went a little bit wrong there. Thought about the 2 with the overthrow, but I think did the right thing, deciding that 2 wasn't on. Flighted up, and that's not out the middle of the bat. Just doesn't get it's the right shot to play. Kind of slides off the bat there of Gabriela. Gabriela out there with Slovenia at the moment. And do need to get something to happen. It's the end of the over. 7 overs completed, 30 on the board. Good start from Helena as well. Nice over. Stay over. Ball once again tossed up pretty well. That's good contact, but straight to the fielder. And this is Sljana Mativic coming on, and the captain showing that she's expecting and wanting to hit a few big shots. Maybe she will. Got a nice swing there, hasn't she? Sljana. Well, that's a nice swing as well. Is it in the gap? It kind of is. Just held up a little as it took a bounce, and it's a good shot for 1, that one. It's a nice shot there from Slovenia. Sljana Mativic, swung right round that one. Got to be careful. Got to be wanting to try and keep these wickets in hand. always talking about the record for these teams. It's tossed up nicely, but once again gets a bit more of it this time, does Gabriela. Maybe wanted to go two. She's turned around. Well, she's going to have to really hurry here to get there. And is she going to make it? Was the umpire's decision here? Well, I think she does make it. The dive helps her. She did have to dive. Now she's celebrating with with her teammates in the dugout. Of course, they have the golfers' driving range here, similar to where we were kind of parked up there. I mentioned it briefly in the Engadin Valley there in Switzerland, as was. And she does get home after that dive slides and makes it, gets two. It was a risky one, but it took on Junga Demik. Yeah, so yeah, last time you saw me in action was there in Switzerland, and what a wonderful tour that was. A great tournament there. Of course, the Sultans were the champions. Well done to them as well. And well done to the boys from Anchor Sports, who had a wonderful series as well. But yeah, basically from the mountains and the snow, it has to be said, of Switzerland, to the mountains here in Bulgaria. Of course, we have got those mountains that kind of go around this Vesel Levesky Sports Academy. No snow on those mountains, I can tell you that. It is hot. The heat is on, and it's going to be on this weekend, isn't it, everywhere, or most parts of Europe. I know scorching temperatures are to be expected in most places, including here in Bulgaria and, of course, in Czechia. What a shot this is. And that is a crunching hit. Look at the wrist work in this shot. 4 runs it is, but just look at the wrist here. It's an outrageous hit. No wonder she gets a hug here from Gabriela. I mean, look at this. Well, this is not the one. That was the one. That's the edge earlier. And the one was absolutely clobbered away. That was a really good hit. And the umpire's just checking something here at the moment. Well, that was just an amazing hit. It just came from nowhere. Hit away. Last hit. End of the 8th over. It's also drinks time. So 36. The score. 5 wickets are now down. You've got to basically Slavia and Gabriela in there. Let's talk a little bit about some of the days that are being celebrated today. And of course, we all need a little help looking our best now and then. Well, I certainly do. You used to see me first thing in the mornings. It's good. I don't mind it when we start the afternoons. Yeah, it's National Beautician Day, which celebrates the trained beauty professionals who make that possible. And also, I tell you what, it's probably a good time now. Probably not the right weather, but National Cream Tea Day. We all like a bit of cream tea, and so you can learn how to make scones and clotted cream and enjoy your very own British tea time. Gather some friends for an afternoon tea on National Cream Tea Day. And also got to mention the coconut today, National Coconut Day. And the coconut is very versatile. This incredible fruit hydrates, good for a day like today, nourishes, and even helps build homes. Its water refreshes on a hot day. Its meat enhances meals, and its oil finds a place in kitchens and beauty routines alike. Even the husk and leaves become useful, woven into ropes, mats, and shelters. The National Coconut Day celebrates all these benefits, reminding us how simple fruit can be. Back to the action. Quick and fast here. We don't mess around. We don't need these 15 minutes hydration breaks and things like that. We're cricketers. And a minute, that's all it takes. A bit of water, a bit of fluid, and off we go again. Up in the air, We'll get a single there. Gabriella just wanted to make sure it got over the fielder. So this is now Elena coming back. Elena Prokic made a good debut. Makes a good start. Let's look at the over scores. The best over we've had was 6 runs coming off that over number 6, the last in the power play. Tossed up again. That's sliced up in the air. Could be a catching chance, and it's very well held. It's going to be a wicket straight after the drinks, and Slovenia is going to depart for just 6 of 6 balls. Good catch there taken. And a nice clean catch. Watched it all the way. And the celebrations now as Elena picks up her 2nd wicket. Thanks to it's Stevanovic who holds on to the catch. She's having a good time out there as well. Love the way Stevanovic watched that ball all the way, kept her eyes on it, nicely focused, taking it side on, holds on to the catch. And Elena, after taking the wicket off Alexa, who also was batting very well, picks up another one. Departs. New batter is Martina, and Martina, it's a nice celebration from Martina. Martina taking guard. Well, she needs to be taking guard, and that's what I think the umpire said. Hey, you've got to be on that side because it's the same over. The catch was taken. So new batter has to be on strike, and it is Martina. Now does take guard. Elena Prokic, it's been good, and that's a nice full straight delivery first up to the new batter Martina. Of course, you can always help make a difference in the world if you scan the QR code there for Share the Meal. It's our charity partner. Share the meal, save lives. It's as simple as that. Tossed up high, and good bit of movement, but too much movement, says umpire Ivan. Wide ball signalled. I mentioned Coconut Day. I got to carry on and mention that it is National Chocolate Pudding Day as well. Yes, it is. As well hit, and it's gone through. Well, I mentioned chocolate pudding. It's enough to put anybody off. Puts off the fielder. She's thinking about chocolate pudding later tonight. The Grizzly gets by. Look at the dance. Oh yeah, I want to see a little bit more of that. Wiggle it just a little bit. Why not indeed? Oh yeah. As Gabriella hits the boundary and is showing off her dance moves. Oh, Pangra Pao, Rajke Pao. Oh, she's had a little bit of too much chocolate cake, maybe. Oh, this one is going to be a no ball. It's bounced more than once, probably about 2 times before it's got to the batter's crease. A no ball to come here. And Gabriella will be looking to maybe thump another one away here. So into this, the 9th over. Free hit. Can Gabriella get another one again? Floated. Well, hits it up. Won't be out if it's caught. And the catch doesn't get taken. They'll take a single. It's going to be the end of the 9th over. The score moves nicely along. 44 then. And a good over. Probably one of the bad overs they've had. I said the best over was 6 coming off the 6, but since the power play's been done, and they've got 6 runs off over 8 and 8 runs off that over. So that's better. Check here now of the... Have a quick look at some of the field positions put up. Oh, just loses it for a moment, but a good early call. It says, come on, yeah, we can take one there, so take another run. This field hasn't changed much, actually. I said at the beginning of the innings that they're very keen to keep the one fielder back on that leg side boundary. That has been the case all the way through. So square leg, now behind square, is on the boundary. And they've also got mid-wicket now pushed back on the leg side. And just patrolling the boundaries. And, oh, that's going to get played on. That's unfortunate. But the captain, Snejana, picks up a wicket. Well, she's showing her batting skills in her profile video, but it's the bowling that does the damage this time. Martina goes for the shot, but unfortunate for her, gets an inside edge, and it goes back onto her stumps. And the wicket does fall. And it's going to be the captain. Going to pick up her first wicket. That new batter now comes in, and still a long way to go in this innings. It's just early, now getting to the halfway point. Sulejana, Matevic, and well, just wanting to set the field now to the left-hander that's come in after the dismissal of Martina. Martina, 2 of 8 before, unfortunately, played down to that one from the captain. So this is Kristina Ivanova. That's on tossed up. And going to be a wide as captain of Serbia just adjusts to getting the line right to the left-handed number 9 batter that's come in. Another wide. As well, talking about wides out there, I'm moving wide as well, as my laptop once again has gone dead. So now I've moved it into the shade. It's, I think we're going to have to come up with a plan here going forward. It's sliced away nicely. Might have to run those. One will do. Well done to Kristina Ivanova. Gets off the mark. I've got Gabriella there with her. You feel that Gabriella is going to be pretty key. The thing is, we do have a fan as well. The fan is on, which is trying to keep the equipment cool, but it's got no chance against the sun. So I think when we get to the break here, or innings break, or once this innings is over, I have to reshuffle things a little bit here. As well, as much as the wires will allow, let's put it that way. Matevic. 2 balls to go in the over. 50 has come up for the Bulgarian women. And plays and misses outside the off. Desperate to get their first win here, Bulgaria. They love to do it on home soil as well. They've got a lot of good support here as well. A lot of locals. Got a lot of activities around here. Got like a kind of a kids sort of summer school happening. Got marquees up behind us. Got kids on trampolines. I'll have a go at that a bit later, I think. I think Prakash would have a go. Prakash is here, everybody. The Robocop himself. Prakash saying he's got 2 new knees. He's looking to looking to get going again when the European Cricket Series starts in 4 days' time. So don't go on those trampolines, Prakash. I think you do yourself a mischief. Also got Manan. Manan is now Manan is now our medic. He's come a long way, hasn't he? Manan, of course, Manan Bashir, the man who likes to bash the ball all over the place. Nice to see him here as well. He's actually the medic now. It's I think obviously qualified now. You've got a year to go. 1 year to go. So the women are the guinea pigs. God help them. No, he knows what he's doing. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. I reckon, have you got some of those tablets to put in water, you know, for he says yes. Bring them over, we need them. he's gonna have to keep us going because the heat is on. But no, it's great. It's lovely to be back, actually, here in Bulgaria. We've made so many friends along the way. I know that partnership between the European Cricket Network and the Federation here in Bulgaria is absolutely fantastic. And, of course, Prakash, along with Professor Kolov, who is here, have been instrumental in that partnership. And, you know, we've been here with all types of weather in the summer, in the winter. And it's always changing. I swear, every time I come here, there's a new apartment block that's been built. But now I can see a new one to the front of us and behind us. And last time we were here, those were all just in the making. Tossed up, but too wide. In fact, no ball. It doesn't get onto the pitch here at all. And this is Elena, who's coming back. Elena is back. Is my laptop back? That's the question. Right. The palms of the hands behind it. So it's another let off. And another run. They all count. Left-hander. That's one more to her tally. And Christina gets the first one. That'll make her feel good. Well done. So Christina, in fact, that's her second. She's got two, and there's going to be more runs here. That's played away to, oh, somebody's hurt herself here. Fielder down. Manan might need to go on in a moment. We have somebody down. And Manan, look at him. He's so excited. He runs Baywatch style to his bag as he's ready to run out with the free spray. And everybody wants to see a bit of Manan out there. Well, she's gone down holding her ankle. I think she might have twisted the ankle. And, well, we might see Manan going out there in a moment. And there was 2 runs, I think, run there. Yeah, 2 runs. Gabriela having a nice shot. She's getting close to double figures. And there goes Manan. And, well, not quite Baywatch style. You know what? Professor Kolov is looking very trendy as well. We should have sent him out there. Wearing his Bulgarian bucket hat. I need a good bucket hat, actually. Because I always get told off for not wearing hats. I should wear a hat when I'm out there. So take a... I tell you what, while we take a little bit of a break, maybe we'll just go onto the camera and say hello to people. It is Peacock Friday, after all. I'm going into the sunshine again. I told you, look, I'm absolutely baking here, folks. And I need ice creams every 5 minutes, please. And I've got to try and eat them before they melt. That's the thing. Hey, it's lovely to have you all with us here in Bulgaria, in Sofia, the Vasilevsky Cricket Academy ground, looking glorious in the sunshine. 31 degrees. It is warm. But exciting time for cricket, isn't it? Especially on this Women's Weekend. That's what I'm calling it on the European Cricket Network, because we have cricket here in the Balkan Cup, where Bulgaria, the hosts, are, well, they're hosting very nicely Serbia. They know each other well, these two teams. Serbia have only won 6 matches out of the 16 they've played, and those 6 have all been against Bulgaria. Bulgaria played 19 T20 international matches, have yet to win. They're looking for their first win. Will they get it in one of the 4 matches that they're going to play in this Balkan Cup? And, of course, they're in Czechia, in Prague, where it's even hotter than here. Good luck, Vinny. And I know that Vinny's there today with Shoban, I believe. And then tomorrow, I think, got Danny Hudacek. And then on Sunday, I think you got Phil G. And they got soaring temperatures there. Look out for the times, by the way, for that Europe Cup women's T20Is there in Czechia, because the times have changed. Because it's so hot, they've moved the times a bit, moved the matches earlier, so they're not in when the sun is at its hottest. So keep an eye on those times. But of course, that's where Czechia will be playing against Luxembourg and also Norway. So plenty of women's cricket for you. And it's quite ironic that on Women's Weekend, it was back in 1745. And if you watch the intro of the day, I mentioned it then. Back in 1745, when the very first recorded women's match had taken place. So come a long way since then. Anyway, I think we're ready to get going out there in the middle. Let's go back. And I think that, yeah, we have the 12th that's come on. So the sub is on. So a bit of I think a twisted ankle out there in the outfield. So we are ready to continue. The score 56 for 7. It's good to have you with us wherever you are tuning in from. I'm going to now move back, or move my computer. I'll go back forward, because otherwise I can't see anything from back here. But what I will do, I'll take the computer with me, because I want to say a few hellos to people in the chat. I'm going to hold the laptop, but it's so hot. I could fry an egg on my laptop. I really could. Who haven't I said hello to? And Baloch is in there. Hello, Baloch. He was a long time ago, maybe saying under 50. Well, he's not under 50. Come on, past 50 here. And with a shot like that, should get just the one. So Gabriella going well. Into double figures now. Gabriella. And high scorer was Biliano, who made 13 of 10. So Gabriella is on her way there. And who else can I say hello to? I was pretty happy that I was getting out of the heat and the sun there in Spain. But, there's no better here. And the thing about Sofia, of course, in the air will bounce just before it gets to this fielder. Those two fielders now been spread out a bit. I think mainly because the Kristina has shown that she has the ability to play those big shots. They have pushed the field out a little bit. And so to her, the long off goes back. That's going to be a wide ball down the leg side. So Eleanor bowling now her third over here, Eleanor. 2 for 19, still decent figures, few extras in there creeping in. See if she can eradicate those. That's another one that's going down the leg side again, another wide. So yeah, wides being the issue. And that's well struck. Good use of the feet there from Gabriella. Wants to, probably should get there. It's a long way to get the throw into the glove to the keeper. And I love the way she just like jumps into a crease after completing that too. So into the 60s now we go. Gabriella playing her part very well. Hello to Mohammed Ibrahim in the chat as well. Nice to have you all with us enjoying some of the women's cricket. And a few people mentioning that maybe some of the girls have learnt their bowling skills from something like Pavel Florin. Well, why not? You've got to learn from somewhere. End of the over. 11 now completed. 63 for 7. 63 on the board. Hello to Nafis, who was saying, admiring some of the hard hitting a bit earlier. Yeah, Thomas, I thought I was getting away from the hot stuff, but unfortunately not. The thing is, when you got the coast by you, I mean, in Torrevieja, the coast is great. Hello, Julian Dawson, who's saying good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon to you. Hi. And yeah, isn't it great that you are also able to go from one match from another? I'll give you the update. Oh, I'm interested to see myself what happened there. Let's see. Multitasking, I'm here. Who would believe it? Rico for multitasking on laptops and going from one screen and one event to another. That's it. Let's see how things finished there in that first match of the Central Europe Cup T20 Women's International. Of course, the first match scores. I'll have them for you in a minute. I'll go to the scorecard. And yeah, 131 for 6. And Luxembourg, good finish actually from them. They were really struggling. They were in 60s, I think, after about 13 overs. And fell short by 13 runs, 118 for 3. So they're a good little partnership there from Luxembourg towards the end. Well, that's going to just get away from the fielder. Should be looking for 2. Might even go all the way. They go for 1 and hesitate. It's a little bit of, shall we? We should have, but in the end we don't. So Luxembourg, yeah, there was 40 runs there from Pooja. Well done, Pooja Agarwal. 40 or 43. Good partnership between her and Khushbu Kundapal. And they came together in, I think it's called, yeah, then when we last looked, it was 43 for 3 when they came together, took the score up to 118 for 3, but falling 13 runs short. So that was the end of the match there. And they have got one more match, just the one from here in Bulgaria, but 2 matches from Czechia today. And that match will start there at local time, 4 o'clock, which of course is 5 o'clock our time here. So depending where you're watching from, so CST time, 4 o'clock. And that match will be Luxembourg taking on the Czechia women. So you've got more cricket action to come on the network. But just this match from Bulgaria. And then we'll have 2 tomorrow. And I'll give you those timings for tomorrow before we go away. So, hello everybody. Hope you're loving life at the moment, whatever you're up to. And I hope you're enjoying watching the European Cricket Network on Women's Weekend. Yeah, let's hear it for the girls. That's what I say. A wide ball again here. Well, the left-hander, she's stuck around, isn't she? But she has caused problems like left-handers do. We've now she's on 4 of 8 deliveries. Hasn't had a lot of the strike, but she's done her part. She's played a part in this partnership with her and Gabriella. And should really be looking to go there. I think that's where. Thing is, yet neither one of these two are what you would call the recognised batters. Got number 7 and number 9. So I think if you had a recognised batter there, you're probably taking those. Ooh, well, that one. Oh, a bit of extra bounce there, maybe. Oh, we see that again here. Oh, well, there you go. Bending her back a little. Says, come on, I'm going to put a little bit of spice into this. This is Nadia. Bit too much spice from Nadia. Try to add a little bit of masala, and then Gagandeep quite rightly saying, that's your one for the over. No more of that, please. Thank you very much. A few clouds coming over, which could be good for me. It might mean that I might be able to set back up where I should be. And if the sun disappears a bit, I might be able to get the 2 monitors that have been fried back on. Better delivery this time from Nadia Novic. So you can see what's in progress. And just a reminder that tomorrow, not only will we have the women's action in Czechia and here, so the Balkan Cup and Central Europe Cup, we'll also have Division 2 action there in Portugal, the Grizzly Division 2 League. And those matches will be done by Vinny. That means Danny Hudicek will be covering the 2 matches from Czechia tomorrow. So we'll have a little bit of Danny there in Czechia. And Vinny will also be doing the Grizzly Division 1 matches on the Sunday. And that's when LG will be in action on Sunday. That's hit well, you know. It's got the legs, just slows up the last minute. And once again, the batters probably should have been looking to their... They do run the first one pretty well, but I think it's the confidence. Just lacking that confidence to say, yeah, we're going to come back for 2. End of the over. And it takes us to 70 for 7 at the end of 12. These two, if they can just stay together. Remember, I always say this, partnerships are so key. Keep the partnerships going, and it could end up, I mean, what's he expected? 117 expected, but that's all if they obviously stay in there. They can't be bowled out, and 3 more wickets. Serbia pick up 3 more wickets, they will get bowled out, so it's very important to stay there and just keep ticking away. Talking about ticking away, hi to Rado, of course, our official time partner, Rado of Switzerland. And did see a fair bit of Rado at the airport there in Zurich before I left. Got a few nice stands there, got some nice watches as well, I have to say. Some lovely watches for some his and hers. One day, maybe, one day. But yeah, thank you, Rado, for, of course, all of your support. Malika Stevanovic coming back. He's had a good match so far. He's taken a nice catch and has bowled well. Oh, that one's a commentator's curse. But fortunately, the fielder on fine leg saves my blushes, but it's still a wide ball, fire down the leg side. That's what left-handers do. That's exactly what Christina is doing here. Left hand, causing all the problems. Oh, this one, that's the decision here from the umpire. They're also running. They will get not byes given, so they'll take byes this time. Now, if you're still, I mean, some people, I mean, we're ahead of most people here by an hour, aren't we? We've just gone past 4 o'clock local time here. But you might have done this already. Today is take your dog to work day. I know Danny Hudacek, if he was commentating, he might have taken his dogs to work. Take your dog to work instead of leaving them at home alone, and reconsider the important bond between man and his best friend that shouldn't end on work days. Yeah. Take your dog to work. I love to take my dogs to work. The thing is, my little one, Bambi, yep, that's the name, Bambi. And there's a reason why she's called Bambi. She had a problem with the legs when she was little. When they're both rescue dogs, Bambi and Luna. Luna's a Great Dane Labrador mix, whereas Bambi's an Alsatian Stoke Greyhound. But she had a problem with the back legs, so when she was little, she was, you know, she would be all over the place, her legs would be, so Bambi came to mind. Anyway, if you took her, the thing with Bambi is you'd have to tie her down. She loves chasing balls. Oh, that's another one that's banged in short. I'm going to take a single. This one doesn't go flying over the head of the batter, though. And it does. He is banging the ball in. And Malika to a mark. This partnership just being fruitful. That's the word at the moment. Gabriela and Christina is still there. Malika trying to get another wicket. The good delivery just out of her reach. And that will be the end of the over. Overcalled by the umpires. 74 for 7. And Malika doing what you'd expect. Just keeping it nice and tidy. How about some questions? I always like to fire a few questions. Okay, in what year once again? I'm just on fire them at you. You can answer whichever one you want, or just for fun. In what year did J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, the Philosopher's Stone, also called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, was it first published in London? And of course, the book launched a hugely popular series about a boy wizard. So in what year was that launched? And in what year, after almost 20 years of professional fights, did heavyweight boxing champion Muhammad Ali announce his retirement from boxing? Okay, so J.K. Rowling, in what year? Philosopher's Stone. the book, and Muhammad Ali, the greatest. Which year did he officially retire from boxing? I know he retired a few times, but he announced his retirement from boxing. I think the proper one, you know, the main one. That was a bit high, and it's been called a no ball, so more extras. And this is Nadia, who comes back, and well, that's Nadia there. She was happy and breezy this, I was going to say this morning, but it was the afternoon. And Nadia starts too high, so free hit. And no run this time. Decided he won't take the run. Oh, a bit of an edge. Bit of an edge there. Not catchable for the keeper. Ball stopped there by the slip. See if you're getting any answers coming in the chat. Have a go just for fun. Shab is in there and Zana is there as well. Hello to Noyan. Right in the air. I think this is going to clear the fielder. Yeah, it does. Should be thinking two. They will go two this time. That's bad. I think every time it's going out to the field, you've got to go for it. It's a nice bit of work then done there by the keeper. Takes the throw. And Dunja Dimick, underarm throw onto the stumps. Doesn't miss the target. But the batters comfortably get home. 2 runs nicely taken. Let's see if we heard any of those answers come in. No correct ones so far. So I'm going to go with the Harry Potter one first. In 1997, J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or sometimes called a Sorcerer's Stone, was published. And in London, the book launched a hugely popular series about a boy wizard, Harry Potter, yeah. And in what year? Of course, 1979, after almost 20 years of professional fights, heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali announced his retirement from boxing. Down the leg side, it's going to be another wide there. Signal very, very etiquettely there by Guggendeep, who's out there. Guggendeep, a man of many talents. Pretty sure we'll see him charging in with the ball from this end in a few days' time, at the start of the European Cricket Series here. Short one, but doesn't get up at all. And this time, I think just checking how many times it bounces, it's just going to be a wide. That's what Gunga wanted to check, if it bounced more than once. No, wide ball signalled. So one down the leg side, and now this one down. 2 wide outside the off. Not yet. Also struggling. Second part of the innings. Many more extras up in the air. Keeper has no idea where it is. Goes to where the short fine would be. No run taken. This is where I think some of those runs have been missed out on. I think there, Christina has to be calling that. I think she's allowing Gabriella to take most of the strike. Gabriella's faced 16 deliveries opposed to the 18 that Christina has. But Christina on 7, and Gabriella on 14. But partnership, very, very important. The last wicket fell, score on 46. So almost doubling that score. So really well done. Over comes to an end, and it's time to have a few more drinks out there. So it's drinks time, and while the players have drinks, I'll go back into my sunny spot where I'll be squinting. And I tell you what, I'm squinting here. Somebody's left a nice pair of shades over here. Shall we try on these shades? I've got my shades somewhere as well. Yeah, I tell you what, sorry for leaning all over you people, but these are mine. What do you reckon? So these are my shades, and whose are these? I think these have got to be Marzi's. I reckon these are Marzi's shades, because they've got, look at that. They're Marzi's. And yeah, go with Ali says they go with. All right, we'll keep these on. But can I see anything out of them? Hey, hello everybody anyway. It's great to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying a women's weekend on the European Cricket Network. Rika Full, along with Alistair and Marzi, we were here in Bulgaria bringing you the Balkan Cup. And of course, in Czechia, Vinny Sandu is bringing you the action between the hosts Czechia against Luxembourg and Norway. So you got a weekend of women's action. And I was giving you some facts about this day. What else have I got for you? 1977, Elvis Presley performed at Market Square Arena in Indianapolis. It was his last public concert. And here's a question for you. What are the best figures by an English debutant? Okay, what are the best figures by an English debutant? Let's talk test cricket, okay? The best figures. Now, I'm going to give you a clue. I don't normally give you a clue, but if I went, that's a clue. I can do that better. It's dry mouth. Let's try that again. That's better. That's a clue. So the best figures by an English bowler in test. A debut. Okay, so debut. What are the best figures? I'll give you that answer in a bit. And if you missed out a bit earlier, some of the days being celebrated. National Cream Tea Day. Oh, yeah. Clotted. Scones with clotted cream and jam. And that takes me back to Porto. Hopefully we'll go to Porto soon as well in Portugal. They do a wicked cream tea there. National Coconut Day. Very good for hydration is coconut. So let's get some coconut milk. And I can maybe pick up some of that. Oh, I've just taken those shades off again. Oh, it is bright out there. I'm going to move back in a minute. I'm going to have to because I know my laptop's going to switch off pretty soon anyway. National Chocolate Pudding Day. Rich and flavorful. There's nothing quite as good as a chocolate pudding. Yeah, that is true as well. Somebody else's shades came out. Another selection of shades. So I'm making a nice collection. I'll show those ones off a little bit later. Why not? Okay, so 82 for 7. We started the 15th over. This partnership now, I think I did say came together at 42. So they're doing their job, aren't they? They're doing their job. Good heavy delivery there from Malika. Good pace. I mean, it's probably more to do with the heat out. It's very hot out there, you know. It's hot, and you can understand the players struggling with the heat. But in general, the line and length that's been bowled by the bowlers, I've been very impressed with. Remember, it's the first match. You normally expect it to get better as time goes along. A little bit of fortune. Well, that's hit the power line. That's going to be... I think that probably goes down as a run and then a dead ball, does it? Because I think the action that happens before, but that's hit the power line. Now, that's very important local ground rule to probably touch on here. We have power lines that go right above the pitch. And if anything hits the power line, it's a dead ball. Now, if anything happens before that, so let's say, you know, they completed a run and it happened, which could happen, then the run counts. But on this occasion, it's a dead ball. And this one says, well, I'm going to hit it along the deck. That will be just a run. So, yeah, the power cables, that's something unique about this ground. Go back to the chat for a moment. All sorts of things happening in the chat at the moment. Hello to Harvey. And welcome, Harvey. So that question, people saying, what's the question? The question was, and the clue was, okay, just remember that. That's a clue. I'm not losing my marbles. It's a clue. So what are the best figures by an English debutant, all right, in Test cricket? And come on, I'm giving it away here, people. Giving it away. So what are the best figures by an English debutant? I'll give you a little bit more time before I give you the answer on that, okay? That's a good call. And, well, it may have gone all the way, actually. Well, let's see the field. The field hasn't signaled anything as yet. I think the umpires, yeah, there you go. It does go all the way. So that's going to be 4-leg buys. This partnership, how crucial this has been. I mean, it's a difficult one for the keeper. He's tried to stop it, but just a little bit, I think came up a little bit earlier there, did Junja. Demick gets past her. 4-leg buys. And it's a good comeback delivery this time from Malika. Ivanovic. The left-hander definitely has caused them some issues. Definitely caused some issues. Another over gets completed. So 15 gone. 87 for 7. Five overs to go. Remember that expected score at one point. It stayed around about the same, actually. 115. It's gone up a little to 116. So if they can get that, let's say they get a couple of good hits or a couple of more of those 4-leg buys along the way, get that to 120, and they'll fancy that. I mean, Bulgaria, if they get their line and length right, I mean, remember, it's their first match as well. If they can get their line and length right, they can make it difficult for you. And if I remember correctly, I remember them when they took on Estonia. They're at Estonia. They can really crouch you for room. They can make things difficult for you. You've got good bowlers. Somebody like their captain. We know Detalina, what she can do. They've also got the likes of Stanislava, who has taken a lot of wickets on the network. We've witnessed for Bulgaria, so they can bowl really well. Maybe even somebody like Biliana with her slow spin, if she gets the ball in the right areas, can cause problems. Eleanor Rookie coming back. Well done to Marzi as well. Marzi took these videos to get them all. And also a big shout out to the teams and their managers for getting the players together. I mean, it takes a bit of time to do, and I know that teams are quite keen to warm up and talk tactics, etc., before they start off the match. But big thank you to the coaches and the managers, and for Bulgaria. You have Ludmil, who, of course, their coach, and Marina. Nice to see them again. And of course, for Serbia, got Nikola and Gladi. Nikola is, of course, the coach, and the manager, Gladi. So thanks for them to getting the players together. I think the players also enjoyed it. I think it's something new that we're doing. And let us know if you enjoy it as well. And some of the recent centuries, that hasn't changed much. We didn't get one there when I was in Switzerland. So Majid Ali, of course, that massive, when I say massive, not massive in the number of runs he scored, but how quickly he scored them. That ton in Poland, there in Warszawa. That was an incredible knock from him. We haven't seen another century since then. Yeah, so well done. I think also I have to say a big shout out to, of course, since Switzerland, we haven't had any action until the start of this weekend. That's played well, nice firm shot. Will they push for the second here? I think they should be taking one for the throw. It's hard work, but you got to put in the hard draft there for your team. They do well there, so 2 taken. Yeah, so since then, it's while a lot of things been happening behind the scenes, we've got to give a big shout out to the likes of Matt, who's put a lot of work in on the graphics. You can see the graphics have changed a lot. You would have seen that first thing this morning if you tuned in to Czechia. And of course, we've got these profile videos now, which is superb. And, you can imagine the amount of work required to get that done. So well done to Matt, well done to Nick as well. Nick, of course, was doing the producing with me in Poland. So Nick, multi-talented. And also Daniel, what about Daniel Weston? Give our founder a big shout. He was, of course, doing the camera work, the remote camera work there in Switzerland. He was fantastic. He really was. A lot of people were commenting on how well he did. And then Daniel, of course, in the last 10 days have been working hard behind the scenes, making all these new things happen. Great work, everybody, and also a big shout out to Chris as well. And, so it's not just the crew at the ground. There's a lot of work that has to happen behind the scenes that makes what you see and what we see work. Oh, chance, but it goes down. That's a big opportunity to break that partnership. And that's the left hand that Christina gives an opportunity. Just backs away here. If she stood in the ground, that would have been a wide, but she backs away, scoops in the air. I wonder if it's because they're basically pushing them to say, look, let's go for these now. Let's try and get these big runs. So scoops it up, but gets lucky. Moves on to 8 of 22. And just remember that 91 when that catch goes down. Being attacked by something, a wasp or something here at the moment. And good running again. Very good running. What this shows, you know, I always say, folks, that partnerships, how important partnerships are. Well, when these two came together, I remember saying about they've got to be looking at taking the twos. The running between the wickets wasn't that great. There was could have been some run-outs there. They certainly didn't take some singles, and they certainly didn't convert some singles to twos. But look at them now here. I mean, again, it's risky, but they believe in each other. They're backing each other. They're taking these on, and it's working. And they have really helped to accelerate in the scoring front as well. Really good partnership, and they'll learn so much from this. They'll learn a lot when they're out there saying, okay, remember when we did this, that worked. That's what we've got to do. We've got to put pressure on the fielders, but also the teammates who are watching, they will learn from it. Say, okay, that's what we've got to do. And that again, so this time probably just the one. I mean, they put in a lot of hard work in there. A lot of hard work. Once again, they came together with a score of 46. So that's a 50-run partnership now between these two. 50 runs. So that definitely, probably something that the team not aware of, but that definitely is something which they need to look back on and focus on and say, yeah, what a great partnership this was. And I'm pretty sure that their coach, Ludmil, and Marino is here. Marino I know very well from the past. He's going to be very happy with that. Passed up. And well, watched all the way and defensively played. Giving it some flight now is Elena. End of the over. So 96, 50-run partnership between these two. So 3 overs to go here. Three overs to go. I mean, still staying at that 113. They can push that to the 120. That's certainly what they've got to be looking for. Trying to push that to the 120. 120, and they feel that it's a score they can defend. So, Malika. Coming onto bowl, a couple of steps, and oh, that one doesn't come out right. And it's called a no ball. I think they just never really got herself in a good position there. Probably this time decides I'm going to give myself a little bit more of a run up here. And that one is on the stumps, but it was a no ball, remember. It was a free hit, so it'll just be a dot ball. And the batters, if they wanted to, could have run. So a little bit of a celebration there from Malika. And then afterwards realizes that it was a no ball free hit. So this partnership still not broken, still together. Alatoasha was commentating on, or putting some hearts in there for some good fielding earlier. few people have come in with the answer to the question. They'll take a run here. Well done once again there. Kristana now gets herself into double figures. Well done, but Gabriela 23. Can she stay there and just keep on working away, keep on plugging away here? I'll give you the answer to that question. Some point here. Oh, that one. Oh, just above the. Oh, that hurts, says Gabriela. Sata lagi. Jangi lagi lata there. Above the pad on the leg. Kuch nahi hoya. Kuch nahi hoya. Quick look at the length's been bowled. Of course, there's been a few of those full tosses, but in general, they bowled a good length, and I like the way that they've attacked the off stump. And there's a chance here, and it's taken. That's out. Yeah, that's out. And Gabriela says, "Pehla meri lat band diti, hun mera catch bha liya." And she just literally says, "Yeah, all right, well done," which is not that badly hurt. She comes running off, but she'll get a really nice reception there, Gabriela. Really good knock from her. 23. And she was out there a long time, 70 deliveries, but she's kept things together. She'll be the 8th wicket to fall. And really good work also, though. Take nothing away from the bowler. That's a very good catch taken of her own bowling. Never easy, these caught on bowls. But Malika Persevic does very well to hold on to the catch. And picks up her first wicket. And well done to her. Of course, they've got two Malikas. This is Malika Persevic. She's bowling her first over. So 4 balls in, she picks up a wicket. And she's happy. And of course, we also have Malika Stevanovic, who we've seen earlier, who picked up a wicket as well. So break comes 98 for 8. And Gabriela goes for 23. That could be pretty crucial here now. 2 more wickets and it's the end of the innings. Here comes Malika as well. Tosses this one down the leg side. Should be looking to go here, but just have a look at the non-striker here. It's something which I think the coach will need to pass on. The non-striker is basically looking at her feet, and this is where really Christina should be running to the other end and say, yeah, come on, there's a run here. Let me get onto the striker's end. Just watches that all the way. 99, so looking to get the 100 on to the board here. That's another one down the leg side, so that's 100 up. 100 comes up onto the board. Some people saying, come on Enrico, give us the answer. So the 1995, take this ball one more time, and well, goes for the shot this time. But it's just that bounce, that little bit of extra bounce, and Dea Stefanova, beg your pardon, not able to get that one away, end of the over, and the 100 for 8, as we saw that wicket go down of Gabriela. Well, 1995, in the 90s, it would have been faltered by the majority of English debutants to say they were like fish out of water, but there were occasional exceptions. On this day, back in 95, Dominic Cork hustled and bustled England to a memorable 72-run victory over the West Indies at Lord's. Cork, who also carved his first ball for 4 in Test, took 7 for 43 in the second innings. The best figures by an English debutant, Dominic Cork. And that's why I was going the cork when you're opening a wine bottle. Yeah, if you didn't get it, I don't know. I mean, I'd be giving it away to you if I gave you any other clues. Captain Slajana Metovic is back, bowling the 19th over. Bowling to Christina, who's now got to be the recognised batter. She's seen it pretty well. Up in the air, there's probably a catching chance here, but just gets it in the gap between the bowler and the fielder coming in from mid-wicket. No catch taken. They have got an extra cover right back on the boundary, which is an interesting fielding position for Christina, who you see here, she's looking to hit most away on the leg side. This time she does the right thing. She steps away outside the off to play the shot. So if she misses, she at least will get the wide. This one gets through. I think just looking at that field once again, I'd probably have one fielder in between the slip in catching position there, kind of a fly slip and point. I'd have one more in there. Maybe you get a gully in there or short third. And I don't think that Christina's going to hit one through the extra cover area. And if she does, I don't think it's going to go all the way to the boundary there. So probably a fielding position. I mean, if you wanted to protect the boundary, you probably want to be checking this one there on the leg side. And just as I say that, they do make a bit of a change in the field. They do put somebody in a short catching position. The only thing with it is it seems to be right in front of the fielder behind her. So it's almost like you got a fielder in front of another. Dotting up in this over, ball to go in it. Good figures from the captain. 1 for 18 and make it. Well, we'll get there in the end. No, it should have probably been, but she wasn't able to do it straight away. So Junja Demic. And to be fair, the batter didn't really race to get in, did Christina. So here we have it again. It's a miss. Should have been taken. And by the time she does take the bells off, Christina has found a way, or found her foot back in the crease. Not out it'll be. Doesn't change the bowling figures though. 4 very good overs there from the captain. Matjevic will be pleased with that. Should be pleased with the performance in general with the players as well. 1 or 2 for 8. So looks like we're not going to get to that 120. May struggle even to get to the 110. Elena is going to come back to bowl here. Yeah, I don't think she can bowl another. I'm sure she's bowled 4 already. So she gets given a hat back, says, nice try. Says Gagandeep, nice try. Yeah, just remember 4 overs, so Elena can't. So Elena, you can, yeah, she gets parked up. And to Malika. Let's just see Malika. So Malika, she just bowled a 1, didn't she? And she bowled well, 1 for 4. So, yeah, give her another, why not? Let's see. So, Malika to bowl. And down the leg side. All these very, very valuable runs. Whatever they get here, valuable. Swing and a miss. Wets the foot. Inside the line. And that's another, I mean, just looking at this, I remember seeing Bulgaria when they first started to play. So I would say the women first started maybe 3 years ago, 3.5. And these are the ways that, you know, they were getting out before. You know, being outside the crease, not keeping the foot in. So, yeah, learning all the time. Batting has always been the difficulty with them. We know that. I mean, I've seen them contain teams in scores of 70s and 80s and not being able to get there. And I've seen them almost defend those kind of scores. So getting the 100 on the board will give them hope. But any runs that they can get here, all these runs, are all valuable. They're all valuable hits. And that's good as well, because just changing the strikes, so they are getting off the mark herself. So well done to Stepanova. Gets off the mark, and it's not Ivanova or Christina left-hander who's created all kinds of problems being left-handed there. Now let's see what she can add to. She's got half the way to 10. We add on to that. Still maybe a few extras. She hits it up in the air, catching chance there, and is well held. No mistakes at all. And it's going to be another wicket here for Persevic. Malika bowling only a second over. And it's the wicket. And also the 9th wicket that will go down as Kristina Ivanov will go. And a very hard worked to 10 for her. She really did put a lot of effort in there. Of course, that 50-run partnership, which was, of course, very, very important with Gabriela. But she finally will fall. And a nice catch there taken also from Dorjevic. Takes it waist high in the palms of her hands. And Malika gets another. So, new bat. The number 11 comes out. Let's look at that wicket again. High fives all around. 2 balls to go. 1 of 5 to score. What can they add to it? How important these runs could be. And swing and miss. Another left-hander. Interesting. I wonder if it's a good idea to maybe even think about if Nirvana can handle herself with the bat just to put her higher up the order. So what she looks like she can. Hits it straight to the fielder. Doesn't get picked up cleanly. Will get off the mark. Will take a run. Could be another if they were watching. And decide to just go for the single. So 106. With the ball to go? No, I think that's it. So that's the end of the innings. It's going to be 106. So they don't quite get up to the rate it could have been when you had that good partnership going between Kristina and Gabriela. But still, I think Bulgaria, in their first match, being put into have a bat, they'll be pretty happy that they've got past the 100 mark. They've given themselves something here that they will believe, especially playing at home here, that they can try and defend. So and got out. Alexa looked good while she was there, but she was removed by a good catch from Rustic. And then Detalina, the captain, also only managed just to get 1 run on the board. But they fought well in the second part of the innings, didn't they? But led mainly by, first of all, Slavea. Got to give her a mention. Galabova, she did well, 6 of 6, but she stuck around there and got a partnership going. But Gabriela, very good knock from her. 23 from 33 deliveries and put in that 51 partnership with Kristina. On the bowling front, I mean, good bowling figures there. Nobody really let themselves down. There was 2 wickets there from Maria. She did very well, 2 for 8. Also 2 wickets there from Elena, 2 for 27. Elena, maybe the last 2 overs, she gave a few extras away. That's why that looks a little bit high in the number of runs she gave away. 2 wickets there from Malika, the Persic, who came on there to bowl towards the end. It took a wicket in each one of her overs. So all the bowlers basically picking up a wicket. Nadia bowled very well as well. Her 4 overs, 21, 1 wicket for her. And Malika Stavanovic, I think she was outstanding. 4 overs, 1 for 15. So that's the way it stands. We're going to take a short break down, probably about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll be back with a reply, with Serbia needing 107 to keep up the good record against Bulgaria. Remember, they've beaten them on 6 times previously. Bulgaria, though, are still searching for their very first T20 international victory. Will they be able to defend this 106? Will they start with a win here on home soil in Sofia? We'll be back in 10. Hello folks and welcome back. You can see the umpires have made their way out in the middle, followed by Team Bulgaria searching for their first victory in T20 internationals. Will it come here today? They've got to defend 106, target being 107 against Serbia. They will be playing 4 matches against them in this Balkan Cup. 1 today, 2 tomorrow, and 1 on the Sunday as well. Then after that, of course, the European Cricket Series will start here. So, big match this for Bulgaria. I know that when I spoke to the players, and they've got a mixture. Some new players have come in there as well, but when I was talking to them, they were telling me, this time maybe, please, they said, please, we want to get a victory. So they know the stats. They know they've played 19 and are yet to get their first win. Will it come here today? Can they start this Balkan Cup with a win? Malika, who picked up 2 wickets there towards the end, remember. Persevic, she's out there. And, she's hoping that she will go well. And she's out there with the wicket-keeper also. I think did a really good job behind the stumps. Ginger Demic, hoping that she can get Team Serbia off to a good start. And let's see who we have who's going to bowl the first. I think it might be Biliana to start. It does look like Biliana. And it won't be the first time we've seen Biliana open the batting and the bowling. And she's going to start with a wide delivery. It's too wide as she goes back to a mark and has a little practice. Well, there was Biliana Shotarova earlier on, where she was giving it love, wasn't she? And now, well, she wants to not be giving love to the batters, but to her teammates, picking up a wicket or 2, but she's got to get a line right first. So wide ball again. Trying to get it in the right areas outside that off stump. Tossed up, and this one is okay. That's in a better area. Well, got it right after 2 wides. He's brought it in a little bit closer. Does like to give it a little bit of flight. Liana. You can see some of the details there about this current tournament, the Balkan Cup. And 2 wide again this time, so wide. Again signalled there by Ivan. Ivan only calls the wide. He first says, nah, it's too wide outside the off. Kind of see his finger kind of pointing first and then calls the wide. So you know that call is coming. Tossed up and better delivery. The further Liliana gets that ball, and the closer it is to the stumps, that's got to be her plan. Big shout out to Alistair, who's doing the producing. Stuck in a little cabin. We're surrounded by equipment that's all being plugged in. Of course, it's hot in there. And thing is, with though I've got to say a big thank you to Prakash, who's realising how hot it is going to be over the weekend. He got a couple of fans for us, but of course, in conditions like this, all those fans are doing is distributing the warm air. But at least it does kind of protect the equipment to a degree. I mean, temperatures now at the moment. 30 in the shade here in Sofia, Bulgaria. So out there in the middle, I think it must be feeling around about 35, 36, and that's why the players will, after 8 overs and after 14, take drinks. That's a very good decision and a wise decision made by our tournament referee, Dillerick. And sneaks that one in. It's going to be the end of the over. It's 4 runs off it. All of those were wide, so no runs off the bat so far. So you'll take that. All of the first. Villy is behind the stumps. Very good keeper is Villy as well. And would have liked to have done better with the bat. Nikolova is somebody who can, when she gets herself in, can score runs, seen her score runs before, can be a key player for the side.
Is she ready?
Could be another wide. This time it's down the leg side. The Gabrielle, how important was her gutsy knock. That's hit firmly and will be the first runs off the bat after 5 wides. Plays it pretty well. Good stop also from the fielder, gets down, makes a stop. Do follow us, of course, on social media. A number of ways in which you can. Always good to hear from you. And thanks, of course, to all your support. Liana makes a stop. Good delivery there. Fires that one in a little bit quicker as Gabriel. Blowing over. That's well bowled again. That's all they can believe in doing, just keeping it nice and tight. We know they can. We've seen them do it so many times. Keeping it tight, keeping the pressure on. Not giving anything away. Making the batters work hard for the runs. And, of course, the big thing is, as we're seeing there, just run on cue, really, is extras. Trying to keep those extras down. Keeping the extras down and basically saying, no, we're not going to give unnecessary runs away. They're going to make them work hard for their runs. Any runs, work hard for. We're not going to give you freebies. That's what they've got to be working on. No freebies at all. Just to remind folks, there will be a second match happening in Czechia. That one will be starting at the local time there at 3. So probably, looking at my watch here now, that probably just getting underway. It's played away, no run there. So the second match there. Remember, there have been no changes to the times there. So that one should be getting away pretty shortly there. In fact, as I'm getting my screen up, that has started. I can tell you the match is in progress. See that Luxembourg, they've batting first against the Czechia team and just got started, 1 over. Completed, so they're basically start of their match. It's the start of our second innings there. So good luck to both the teams there playing in that Central Europe Cup. Some more T20 Women's International action on this Women's Weekend on the European Cricket Network. Enjoy it, and yeah, a lot of people saying it's nice that they are able to flick from one stream to another, and I know a lot of people probably have got both up at the same time. There's some of the upcoming events on your screens. So, of course, we've got the men's ECS starting on the 29th of the month. That's, by the way, nice. Deep might actually, no, it just loads up. I don't think they're going to get 2 there. Then we've got the ECN Poland, T20 there. I know that Alistair's going to be going back to Poland. They've got some more action happening in Switzerland. In fact, a fair bit of action in Switzerland, from men's cricket to women's there. We're going to Cossonay as well as Zurich. And of course, Rado our official time partner. They are from Switzerland themselves, the masters of materials. 11 of 2 overs. That one from Gabriel going for 7. Once again, it's the extras that they've got to try and iron out on Biliana. And to bowl her second now. Malika got both the batters, just the 1 run to the name, so the other runs all coming from the extras. Well, that's a dive and stop, acrobatically done. Up in the air, doesn't carry the hand. And good running from the non-striker. Went pretty quickly. Did Demick. Early call, early. Went early. Similar field set to what Serbia had. They've pushed one fielder back on the leg side all the way back. That square leg. Got a fine leg back as well. So that's the 2 that are outside the 30-yard ring at the moment. That's a wide delivery. Iliana, that's a better delivery. She's a bit unlucky. That one almost gets through. Bit of an inside edge. That one gets away. Sliced up in the air, should be gone and will be gone. That's the breakthrough. Stanislava holds on to the catch. No mistakes whatsoever. And Melissa is going to have to depart. And Biliana gets the wicket. Look at the celebrations. They know how to celebrate here in Bulgaria. And it's Biliana, Shaba, Shaba, wicket, Lily. The first wicket goes, the score on 14. Sliced up. And Stanislava, you can always count on her, and makes no mistakes and gets huddled by the teammates. As the first wicket goes, it means that it's time to see the captain, who was swinging well in the photo shoot earlier. Slajana Matijevic. Let's see how she can go. And she's going to go out there and do it for good. So Malika goes for 2. After 13 balls she faced, and it's Stanislava taking a very good catch to remove her. And Detalinas, the captains. Faith in sticking with Liliana, the bowler, second straight away, is rewarded with that wicket. It looked like she was shaping up for a big shot there, the captain, but decided against it towards the end. Biliana completes a very good over this time. No issues. Remember, there was just the 4 wides in the first. This time, just another 3 runs coming off that over. 14-1. I wonder if they're going to do the same here and go back to Gabriela. Doesn't look like. Looks like the catcher, Stanislava, is being given the ball. There's Stanislava, just letting us know who she is and the number she's wearing. And starts with, well, belted over the top. This could go all the way, you know. And it will be 4 runs as Junja Demick goes boom. Cuatro carreras, hitting it over the top of the infield. And that's 4 runs. That's a hefty hit. Stanislava getting no love from her first ball. Good, aggressive, solid hit from Demick. And now some field changes being made. They're looking like they're making a change to a final leg has been moved to square leg. And they've pushed mid-wicket back. So, interesting change because I suppose you can't say they're following the ball. Otherwise, it would have been a long off, or long on rather, that would have been deployed there. That one then goes to where fine legs just kind of been moved from, but just a single. So Matijevic. Gets set. Got a good stance, hasn't she? She looks like she wants to be pretty aggressive, but got that stance which tells you that she's looking to latch onto anything that's kind of too short or going down the leg side. Pretty aggressive open stance. And it's going to be okay, says the umpire. Quick look at the top bowlers of the month. You can see that Sunil Kumar for the Lisbon Capitals is right up there at the top. Some names there from Switzerland recently, like Azam Khalil, also in there. And that's the one. Oh, that's right off the knees. Oh, my knees. And makes the stop, showing no pain at all. That one made space for herself, did Slajana. Got hit pretty well. Oh, now she's giving the inside of the knee a bit of a rub. And quite rightly slow. That was hit pretty powerfully. But makes the stop. I think that even though there is a fielder back on the boundary, certainly would have tested that fielder. And it's Lava once again slows up there. It's up in the air. Can it be caught? Diving forward to try and make the stop. And it just dropped short of the fielder. End of the over. 20 for 1. 6 runs coming off that one. Stanislava, nice start. Stanislava's kind of bowler that just not going to try and do anything special with the ball, just looking to get it wicket to wicket and see if the batter can make a mistake. Welcome to everybody who's tuning in from the chat. Of course, people will be tuning in to both the streams at the moment, catching some of the action there in Czechia and also some here in Bulgaria. Nice to have you with us. Nice to have you enjoying the cricket, the women's cricket. Calling it Women's Weekend. And nice to have so many people. So I just saw Jeffrey Mobbs was joining us in the chat. Jeffrey, hope you're well. That's hit pretty well. Should be, oh, well. Didn't watch the bounce very well. Will get 1 and settle for 1. It could have been worse. Throw is a bit wild, but the batters don't capitalise on that. Yeah, Jeffrey, hope you're well. Good to see that you're joining us. That's going to be just lobbed over Biliana, and the striker certainly was interested. But captain says no, stay there on this occasion. Jeffrey Mobb saying the Rocco's dulcet tones, and John Hisham saying, well, who's Rocco? That one's going to be a wide. Good take there from Nikolova behind the stumps. It's Rico Suavecito. That's who's on the mic here. Rico Suave or Suavecito. Good to be here. Good to be back in Bulgaria. And good to be calling some women's cricket as well. And for me, particularly calling
Bulgaria, because I've kind of seen them grow and develop into this team. I mean, they've still got some new players that have come along, which is great. But some of the older ones like Stanislava, Biliani, Detalina still there, and Vili, of course, behind the stumps. It's another wide. I know that both teams, or both nations actually, are really doing a great job in developing cricket at the youth level. I know that in Serbia, misses out on this one. It was there really, wasn't it? It was similar to the one that she hit for 4 in that long on area, but on this occasion, Injo misses out on it. Yeah, we're speaking to Slađana, the captain of Serbia, was saying that it's a sport that's now got some recognition from the local government, which means that it's now, asking the question, it might have got a bit of the inside edge of the bat. Not out, says the umpire. It's going to be the end of another over. Let's have a look at this again here. Yeah, you see that big, thick edge. It's a good appeal, but I don't think that's going to fool the likes of Ivan, who's a very, very good umpire, is Ivan. Yeah, so, as I said, that Peterovic was saying that they've been to, now that we've got that recognition, they've been into the schools, and from the schools they actually become part of the PE status now in schools in Serbia. It's part of the curriculum's the word I was looking for, wasn't it? Part of the curriculum now. It's Gabriella. Well, Gabriella, well, she's up for a fight, and she just look at her. And gets played, and nicely done. Oh, direct hit. If that landed on the stumps, that could have been the end of Dimick. So that's great that we're seeing that cricket now at that level, entry level there for schools. And here in Bulgaria as well. And of course, those that know this area, that's hit well. And that's 4 runs from the moment that comes off the bat. That's a powerful strike from the captain. Slađana slams this hard. It comes sweet out of the middle of that bat, sweeter than a bowl of rasmalai for 4 runs. Now you can look at this, waits for it, hits it hard, and yeah, there was no way you're getting a hand on that. You probably wouldn't want to anyway. Dark clouds actually coming over. Quite a few of them actually. And coming over from the left of where we are. And that's been given out. That's given out. The umpire says yes, there was a little bit of bat in this to the big surprise there of Slađana. And being caught behind, batter doesn't like it at all. Now having a chat there with the Demick saying, did you see anything? But captain's having to go and still saying, well, now, yeah, a bit of conversation. And she's saying, I didn't touch it though. But one thing you got to learn here, if you get given, you got to go. And yeah, I mean, you can't be having that conversation out there. And Slađana, who's the captain of Serbia, needs to accept and understand that it's not part of the game. Now here it is again here, so let's see if we can pick anything up on this. We're completely wrong angle, so yep, they certainly went for the appeal. I mean, look at the keeper, really had no hesitations at all. And Gabriella as well, and yeah, the umpire feels there is contact here. Let's see, I mean, I think when you look at that again, there does seem to be some deviation. I don't think that's a bad call, actually. I know we're at the wrong angle, but it couldn't really be anything else but the bat. So that's going to be it. That's a big wicket to Slađana. Will depart. The Slađana. Well, that was played away nicely. Just tickled away off the pads. That's going to race away for 4. Well, what a nice start that is. And, well, Stevanovic Malika Flight. I said before that she had a really good start in the field. Took a catch. She bowled well. No, it's not a good delivery down the leg side. It's not what you want after you just pick up a wicket, Gabriella. Lets herself down, picks up the big wicket. Goes for the big one, and it's going to go for 4. Nice shot. So what you're seeing here is the batters are going in. They're having a go here. So that one's been hit away nicely. That's going to be 4 runs. Good hit. Is in the slot. So even though there was a wicket off that one, Gabriella does go for a few in that over as well. Doesn't get help with by the wides. I always say this, when you're giving away those wides, that does cost you. So 36 for 2. So 2 wickets down, but the rate that they're going at is fine. But just to feel that wicket off the captain, Ajana, she's going for 6 of 11. That one could be the big one. Oops. Really taking a really good catch down the leg side. This is now Deya Stefanova. That last over, 13 runs from it. The thing is, would you give away 13 to get the wicket of Slajana? I think you probably would. Now you've got the issue here that these extras. And remember I said that extras could be very, very important. Stefanova. Yeah, well, earlier, doing the bowling, I think she needs to but that action there that you see there on her profile, that's the action that you want out there in the middle. Let's see if she can get that action here. Again here, not quite that action. Gets played away, just wide of her. And fielding gets done by the captain, Detalina. Still got Detalina, of course, to bowl. Sometimes I feel Detalina, and I know I've been critical of Detalina in the past as well about, I think sometimes she comes on to bowl just a little bit too late. I'd like to see her bowl a bit earlier. That one through. We get some applause from the teammates. Does Deya. John Isham saying he's got the 2 streams. Why not indeed if you can. That's well struck. Well fielded as well. Gets down, gets dirty, makes the stop. Same fielder took one on the knee earlier. Played well, and it's going to be brilliantly saved. What a great bit of work that is. And that's Gabriella. That's what she does for you. She's quite incredible in the field. This looked like it was going to be 4 runs from the moment it was struck. But take a look at the fielding. Incredible. Fantastically done, and great stop. Only the one. Saving 3 runs there. In the air is catchable. And it's going to be taken. It's going to be taken. And I think that's the captain, Detalina, that holds on to it. And Deya Stefanova gets a wicket. And it's going to be Demick who's going to go after playing some nice solid shots. And this is a combination. That is what I would call a team wicket, because it only has happened, first of all, because of the incredible fielding from Gabriela to just keep it to a single. Then this one's pretty wide. Probably should have left it alone. But Detalina then comes across, holds onto the catch, gets applauded there by the bowler, Stefanova. But they get another wicket. And that means that Bojana is going to be the next batter coming in. 3 down, 40 on the board. And Dunja now gone. Dunja falling for 8 of 14. Played some nice shots. They hit that very nice, powerful boundary for 4. And it's all happening out there at the moment, isn't it? Over is called. 40 for 3 after 7. And just have a look for like. I mean, at this point, 7 overs, it was 30 for 4, I think it was, is where Bulgaria were. So in terms of the runs, they're ahead. But they too are looking for one partnership just to steady things here for them. Has some more of those clouds come over? I mean, nothing against those clouds. It does freshen and cool things up a little bit. Means that I can start going back to the kind of the setup that I had a bit earlier without the sun getting in the way. And misses that one. They go straight back here to... I think this is probably just Lena, the captain, feeling that maybe pick up another wicket here and everything can change. So she's sticking with Iliana to try and get that breakthrough for a team if they can. Remember, drinks will get taken after this one. That gets, agonizingly out of the reach of Stanislava. Iliana, can she get another breakthrough here? That's what she's looking to do. One more, get one more of these big wickets. Get one just before the drinks. Probably if they get a wicket here now, drinks will be taken and then get one straight after drinks. That will be the plan. This gets defensively played away. Liana, 1 for 11 so far, 3 balls to go here in what's been a really good spell from her. A little bit shorter this time, gets the batter reaching, but short, but too wide. Three all back. I'll go through that scorecard for you in a moment. Liana now lets herself down with one down leg side. Let's see what the umpire calls here. They're definitely getting one. Is it just going to be the one by? Was there bat on there? Must have been a bit of bat on that. No signal from the umpire. Let's play. Oh, it's hit the power cables. That's going to be a dead ball. Oh, dead ball. That probably was heading for the boundary without any doubt at all. Hits the power cables and dead ball. Second time it's happened. It's quite amazing, isn't it? When you mention to people that there's power cables that go above the ground and if the ball hits it, it's dead ball, they think, that's not likely to happen, is it? It is. That just happens here. Look at this, going to the boundary. There's no way that's not. And then next thing you know, it just falls out of the sky. And the poor batter is told, dead ball. Should have. And most probably been a boundary. All right, that's down the ground. Is the fielder there? And, oh, would have been an incredible catch. That's all I'm going to say. Saves the boundary. Would have been an incredible catch. It just doesn't stick. Great effort. I can't tell you who it is because the hair's so long it's covering the number on the back of the shirt, so I couldn't tell you who it was, but it's a brilliant effort. Single taken. Probably another one that should have been 4. And that one is going to go over the stumps, and that will be the over. It's 44. 3 down, and an opportunity for me to welcome you into the commentary position. A much nicer now that some cloud has come over and blocked some of the sun. Much nicer for the players as well, but they will enjoy some drinks, and they'll take a short break. Not like the football here, folks. These hydration breaks and whatnot. We're not out there for 15 minutes off your screen. The action will start in a few minutes' time, but it does give me time to talk about some of the things on this day. 1951, we can start with a birth of the Australian all-rounder Gary Gilmore, who fit more into 5 one-day internationals than most people did into 200. He bowled England to defeat with 6 for 14 in Headingley in the World Cup semi-final 1975, and then took 5 for 48 in the final. Amazingly, he only played one solitary one day after that. And what about in 1937, a distinctly forgettable test debut for the great Len Hutton. Just 3 days after his 21st birthday, Hutton was pitched in against New Zealand at Lord's. He made 0 and 1 in each, failing to pace off Jack Crow. Hutton was retained though, but he did come good with an even 100 in his next innings. After a career of 79 tests and 6,971 runs, it was clear that the selectors had made the right decision. Just some of the things that happened back on this day. More of that a little bit later, but at the moment, I want to welcome you all. I know a lot of people are watching the action from here in Sofia in Bulgaria for the Balkan Cup. 4 matches between the hosts Bulgaria and Serbia. Both very young teams, so very exciting cricket and entertaining cricket I'm looking forward to. And I think this match is probably going to go all the way down to the wire. And of course, you also got the action happening there in Czechia as well. So to enjoy a women's weekend, we go back out to the middle. As I said, just a short break. We don't waste any time here. And it's going to be Stefanova to continue. Oh, and she gets a wicket straight away, straight after drinks. And Jaya Stefanova picks up her second. And it's another good one. It's just full and straight. And that's going to be the end of Malika Stefanovic. And we know that Malika Stefanovic has been a key player today with the ball and also with the catching. With the bat, she played 2 nice shots for 4. But she's going to go for 11. Bowled by Stefanova. What a delivery. And straight after drinks. How many times do you see that? And that's why you have that saying, don't you? We've all been there whenever there's a drinks break. You hear the players saying, especially the wicket keeper, come on, boys and girls, there's always a wicket after drinks. Always is, isn't it? I think in the first innings after drinks, there was a wicket. So the top 4 gone. So Ojana now joined here by Nadia. Nadia on your screens earlier. Now this game is well and truly open. 0-19 Bulgaria searching for their first victory in T20 internationals. Will it come? First time of asking in this Balkan Cup. Earlier, Bulgaria toured Serbia in the end of 2024. Serbia won 4-0. And then in the quadrangular series in Bulgaria in July last year, I left just before this. Shaban was here to talk you through the action when Serbia, Turkey, Greece joined Bulgaria. And Turkey won that quadrangular series, but Bulgaria once again didn't pick up a victory. It's played away, no run. Again, nice tidy stuff. Off and over. Really been impressed with the start here. Bowling here. Once again to Bojana. The win really is now coming through nicely, helping the players. Oh, will she hold on to it? Oh, well. Vili Nikolova, if she held on to this catch, it would have been sensational. I'm pretty sure it's off bat. Let's see it again here. Yeah. Uno, dos. Y no puede, no puede. Y caído también. Caído, pero no puede. What a great effort. Laid away again. No run. And a very, very good over. Super stuff. 2 for 5 at the moment. Just the 1 run off that. And a wicket. 45 for 4. Excellent stuff. Big shout out to the Bulgarian Cricket Federation hosting under the banner of ECN. And they sit in the heart of this project of the Balkan Cup. Partnership between them and ECN. And has grown over the years and become one of European cricket's most productive collaborations. And of course, we love coming to this Vasil Levesky Sports Cricket Academy. And it's testimony to Bulgaria, who have embraced the growth of cricket here and seen it thrive in Sofia. Stanislava now coming back, going to start with a wide. You want 3 good overs from Stanislava. Boulder, first one went for 6. Saranadeva, Stanislava Saranadeva, probably one of the key players. That one, it's straight. It's one of those ones that you can really go for, and if you get it wrong, you get yourself in trouble. Maybe just inside. Umpire going deep. Keeps his arms to his sides. Of course, Bulgaria located in the southeastern part of Europe. Crossroads of civilizations, both modern and ancient. 7 million nation up in the air, but it's going to lob everybody. They'll just take a single here. And shares its borders with a number of countries. Can anybody tell me the countries it shares its borders with? Five countries. Let's see. Who's going to give me a guess who Bulgaria shares its borders with? That one will be a wide this time from Stanislava. Stanislava, I love watching her bowl. She's always somebody who's very critical of her own performances, and you always see her quite often sort of talking to herself and saying, "What are you doing? You should be doing this, you should be doing that." She probably doesn't realise she's doing it. And that's played away. Just no real intent there at the moment from Bojana. You just feel that she needs to start, because she might just get herself into this mindset of just dropping back on the ball and not really pushing and getting runs. Give you a hello to Jesse Singh, who's joining in the chat. Shivanatha is in there as well. Hello to you. Hello to everyone. Hello, Hassan. A lot of people keeping an eye on the action here and in Czechia. So, the 7 million nation shares borders with Turkey, Greece, North Macedonia, Serbia, and Romania. And boast famous ski resorts and has a fantastic seacoast, small picturesque villages and large cities, and exciting nightlife. Over comes to an end from Stanislava. Not the worst. Score stays in the 40s, 3 runs coming from it. But once again, it's just the wides. 1 single and wides in there. 47 for 4. Of course, a lot of history here in Bulgaria. The flag shows that. The Bulgarian flag consists of 3 bands of equal size, white, green and red, positioned horizontally from top to bottom. The white is a symbol of peace. The green represents the wonderful nature that surrounds the country. And the red is the blood soaked in the lands. Many battles. And talking of battles, the Bulgarian army has never lost a single flag in battle. Bulgarian troops' commitment to defending their flags endured despite many battles. The remarkable achievement represents the Bulgarian army's honor, heroism, and unwavering loyalty to their motherland. And of course, we all know that Spartacus was born in the Bulgarian lands, and we need to see that a little bit of that Spartacus fight in them if they are to register their first T20I victory. There, Stefanova not wasting any time, going back to her. Picked up a wicket in each one of her overs so far. Can she get another? 2 for 7 so far. It's good ease, isn't it? She's a very elegant bowler, loving the action. It's almost like she's about to, as she comes running into the stump, she's about to spring into a somersault or something. But then the arm comes over and she whips that ball in, and it comes off the pitch very nicely. Watch this, it's about to do a somersault, and then the ball skids away. There's fielder back there, and well stopped. Well done to Biliana. If that got past that, it would have been a boundary. It makes the stop. I've got to say, that's been key here for Bulgaria, I feel. The fielders have done well. There's been a number of occasions where the ball looked like it would have gone to the boundary, and they prevented it from happening and given away just the 1 run instead. Oh, this one's going to take some chasing. Stanislava is after it. Should be looking for 2 here. Not very good running from the 2 batters. You see the ball still has only just gone into the gloves of Vili now, and she's well away from the stump, so got to be looking for those 2s. Let's get the feeling here that this innings is just starting to fade out a little bit. Keep an eye on that required rate. You can see what they're needing here. So they're needing a runner ball, and they're not getting it. In fact, the last good over they had was over number 6, which went for 13. And of course, that was just before the drinks. Extras will help, though. And then after drinks, it's gone 4, 4, 1, 3. And then whatever come off this over. And at the moment, 4 runs have come from it with a ball to go. So it's probably not going to get the 6 they required here either. So that rate is gradually just going upwards. Well, that's hit pretty well. Maybe they will get that 6. And that's 4 runs. Well, I stand corrected. 4 there. That takes the score to 56. And that ends up being a very good over. In fact, that's 9 of the over. Straight down the leg side. It's a good, clean strike. Nadia gets her first boundary, moves to 9. And 9 coming off that over, 56. Oh, quick check, a like for like after 11. 63 for 7. So 7 wickets. Remember, the 7th wicket went down in that 10th over. But there came that really good partnership worth 50-odd runs, which made a big difference. So that's what they're looking to do here. Laces, looks like Nadia having a few issues with her laces. Few people have tried to sort it out. But maybe the umpire here, Yagandeep, will sort it. So Bojana, 2 of 11 Nadia much better though, 9 of 10, especially after hitting that boundary. So starting to maybe happen here. But they've got to keep that scoreboard ticking. They can't get into a bit of a rut. And that's what I'm just fearing a little bit there with Nadia. She's quite happy at the moment just to push and not really showing too much intent. Extras can always be the key, can't they? That's what you've got to keep an eye on. Played away. They do push the 45 back on the boundary. So talking of extras, 40 extras are given away by Serbia out of that score of 106. 25 wides, 6 no balls, 4 byes and 5 leg byes. So 40, remember that. Oh, that's a really nice looking shot. And it's getting close to the boundary, just slows up. And it will get fielded. It'll take a couple of runs. It's a good, clean shot. So Nadia just starting to open up. And extras that Bulgaria given back in 19. So it's going to be pretty much similar, you feel. Gabriella coming back. That's a better delivery from Gabriella. Again, I'm surprised the captain hasn't backed herself to come on yet. That's hit pretty well. And, oh, it's unfortunate. It kind of hits the ground and just kind of plugs. And the batters will have to scramble to take a couple. That's a good delivery and well played. They are asking the question there, but I think that was definitely the bat. Abdullah feels that extras could be, of course, also the big deciding factor. And just when we say that, I think that one also probably no bat on this. I think that's going to be more extras, or is it? Let's see. Umpire's call. No, there obviously was some bat on there. So another one goes on to the board. Nadia will keep herself on strike. Have a look at the percentages there, 56% to 44%. Serbia ahead, but I think a wicket could change all of that. 44 required of 48. 63 or 4. And of course, we are playing T20, so I hope Delrick is familiar with the Super Over and what has to happen if it goes to the Super Over. Delrick, of course, tournament referee, just gives me a smile. He's got a lovely smile, is Delrick. I think you could say got two people who've got the nicest smile in the business here. Got Marzi, part of the ECN. Everybody knows Marzi's smile, and Delrick as well. And Delrick says, yeah, I've got everything organised. It could be going that way, you know. That rate just gone just below a run of ball now, so 5.6. But a couple of good overs could change everything. Nevina Tropolova with the ball, and trying different options here. And those of you that have heard me commentate on Bulgaria's women playing before will know that I've often said that, and I think I may have said it already here today, that Netalina, the captain, doesn't like to bring herself on early. And sometimes I feel that that's a mistake. It's a nice shot being played over the top of covers. And the difference that's happened the last 10 balls or so is that both the batters, and it's mainly the striker of Nadia, but both the batters have been taking those twos. They're running a lot harder. And that was after turning a few runs and 2's down, so maybe the word has got out to them that they've got to push so that the team doesn't fall much or too far behind the rate, and they certainly are doing that. It's hit hard and flat, but only as far off. There's Detalina there doing the fielding, so yeah, I'd like to see her sort of say, yeah, it's time for me to get the ball and see what I can do with it. Powerfully hit, and this one is going to just again fall short of that boundary, but once again the batters, they will double up, bit of up and down and come back for 2. So for those of you that haven't got the dual screen on, I can tell you that Luxembourg have moved to 43 for 6 against Czechia. Now Czechia also, it's worth mentioning that Czechia too are a team who have yet to register a win in T20Is. They also have a 0-19 record. So, well, this could be, I mean, this could be the battle of who's going to get to 1 first. I mean, Bulgaria, I mean, they're still in this match. They're still in it. I know that Serbia, with this little partnership and the batting of Nadia, just becoming the favourites here. But a wicket or 2 here could make all the difference. And Czechia, they have got Bulgaria. They've got Luxembourg in a difficult position. 43 for 6. Still a long way to go in that match, though. They still got almost half the innings. So interesting. Czechia 0-19. Bulgaria 0-19. Who's going to get that first win? Oh, that's hit very well. A lot of work to be done out there by square leg. Can't get there. That's going to be 4 runs. That's a delightful shot here from Nadia. And clubbed that beautifully. Too short. Solid shot. Loving the body positioning there. The upper body staying nice, still and solid. And absolutely crunched to the boundary. Nadia Novic crunching that away. 4 runs, moves to 18. 74 for 4. Just looking at the last couple of bowling changes. I mean, Gabrielle, remember her last, she just bowled that 12th over, which in the end it went for, what did that go for? 7. And then the over before that, she bowled the 6, went for 13. Navina, new bowler, she just goes for 11 in that one. I just feel that you've got to go now back to your regular bowlers and try and tighten things up before this game gets away from you. So they're going to go back to Stanislava, but Stanislava seems to have bowled an over. Then she has a break for 2 or 3 overs, then comes back again. She hasn't been able to settle into a routine. And last time I remember saying this about Stanislava was in Estonia, and then she was given 4 overs on the spin. And I think she did finish up taking like 3 or 4 wickets and came very close to giving her team their first victory. And Detalina, she's got to bowl next as well, I feel. Got it. If you can get 4 good overs in from Detalina, let's say Stanislava gets this one and another tidy over, then this game is back on again. There is Detalina, so she's doing the fielding, making the stops, but she's got to bowl. She's got to do the job as the captain with the ball. Stanislava gives it some flight. It's sliced up in the air. It's going to get past the fielder. Only the single this time. And of course, the other thing is that Bulgaria haven't been able to keep Nadia off strike. She's hogged it, and she's scored 22. 23 now, 23 deliveries. Whereas Bojana, 4 of 13. But this is where they can slow things down a little bit. played at it. Just works it around the corner. It's just going to be a single. An evenly poised match. That's not a good delivery down the leg side, so extras keep going upwards. National Beautician's Day today, so if after cricket's over you can go and get yourself spruced up. Celebrates the trained beauty professionals who make that possible, make you look good. National Cream Tea Day. John Heasham, what about a nice cream tea? That'd be nice. And Stanislava getting a bit of the yips here. The wrong time for that to be happening. This one was very much a 50-50 around about the 8th over mark. Remember her 9th over, Stefanova only gave one away, took up wicket. Stanislava then came back with a good over in the 10th, only 3 runs from it. But ever since then, it's gone completely AY. And now Stanislava is having some big issues here. That's going to be a no ball now. So it's gone single dot, 1-1, then wide, now no ball. So extras really are mounting up. Yeah, National Cream Tea Day. Learn how to make scones and clotted cream. Oh yeah. Scones, clotted cream and jam. Beautiful. And it's not getting any better here at the moment. Oh, I'm not seeing a signal from the just wanted to check about the bounce, I think, there from Ivan. So free hit stays in place. Stanislava. It's not the first time I've seen this happen with Stanislava. It does every so often go into one of these patches. And that's hit well. Needs to be stopped. It does get stopped. The batters take 1. Probably 2 is on there. And just a single taken. Yeah, cream tea. Can't go wrong with a nice cream tea. Some more lace problems here for... This is Nadia that needs a laces done. While she gets her laces done, I can also mention here that it's also National Coconut Day. I do like coconut. And it's very versatile, is the coconut. Incredible fruit that hydrates, nourishes, and even helps to build homes. That's right, I did say homes. Probably helps to build bones as well. Its water refreshes on a hot day. And that's like a day today in a lot of places. Has played away nicely, and I think this one ain't coming back. It's going to be 4 runs, is it? No, it just stopped short of that boundary, which is surprising. No, dead ball signal. Well, that's why it doesn't go to the boundary. It hits the cables again. That's the 3rd one that hits the power cable. I reckon these power cables have dipped down over the years. I seem to remember them being a lot higher, so it's another one that's going to be a dead ball. It has to be bowled again. I think the pigeons are getting heavier sitting on the power cables. They're ducking much lower than they used to. Right, so dead ball. 3rd time that's happened. And it's going to be another wide. Oh dear, this over. Not a good one from Stanislava. It's just all going wrong for her. Well, it is the 13th. It can all happen in the 13th. 12 runs come off it so far. And this one is going to be another wide, I believe. That's 13 off the 13th over. And it's putting Serbia in a very good, strong position. And maybe Stanislava needs some of that coconut. Water refreshes on a hot day. Its meat enhances meals. And its oil finds a place in kitchens and beauty routines alike. Even the husk and the leaves become useful. woven into ropes, mats and shelter. National Coconut Day, everybody. It's up in the air and, oh, just drops out. Well, that could have been a huge moment, couldn't it? Could have been a big moment. But Bojana going to get alive there on 6. Lena was diving forward. I think it was still a free hit, actually, because I know that was wide after the no ball. So it wouldn't have been out. But that long over finally comes to an end. Score 85 for 4. So the same way that Bulgaria put in a good partnership after losing some early wickets, Serbia have done the same. The last wicket fell with a score of 44. So these two have more or less doubled the score together. Need a wicket. And they're going to go back to Nirvana again, who also had a few issues herself. So wide ball, so Tropolova coming back. And last over, she did have issues. Only went for 11. And it's another wide. Yeah, I just feel here, it's got to be said, I think Bulgaria, from being in a pretty good position at the 10 over mark, it's hard to say, but I just feel the wrong decisions from the captain, Litalina, have allowed Serbia to get into a very solid position. A number of extras haven't helped. Remember the last time I gave you the extra count, it was 19, and that didn't seem that long ago. So we've had 11 extras in the space of probably about 18 balls, and these extras going to continue here as well. Yeah, I just feel that from, going back to Gabriella coming back after she went for 13 in an early over in over number 12, from about that 12th over, I don't think the right choices have been made. You've gone with Gabriella and Navina, who's bowling in now. Stanislava went for 14, and Navina now has been brought back, and you just feel that if this over goes very similar to her first, then it's going to basically seal the match. Some win rates there saying wins batting second 100%. Well, assuming that happens. But you would feel that it looks like it's going to, even if you have a look at the win percentage on your screen there, 97% to 3%. And the issue is that a lot of these runs are being given and served up to Serbia. They're not having to work hard for them, are they? And it's just not getting any better at the moment. That's now going to be a no ball. Nice to see that Vili is coming over and trying to give Nikolova some encouragement to get it right. Oh, that's probably too high. Yeah, so that's a no ball now. So this over, it's not looking good. It's gone wide. Dot, wide, no ball, no ball. And now also getting a warning there from Ivan, the umpire. And that one gets worked away towards fine leg, who makes the error. Batter's not going to capitalise on it. Really no need to take any risk here at all. The straight one gets respected there by Nadia. who's moved on to a very impressive 24 off 26. 1973, a famous Lord's let off for England. New Zealand had failed to beat England, home or away in 43 attempts. That's hit firmly. It's a fielder out there. Well fielded, just a single. Yeah, so 43 attempts when they took a 298-run lead on the first innings in the second test at Lord's. With nearly 2 days to go, England were in a hole, but the key moment came when the New Zealand wicketkeeper Ken Wadsworth dropped Jeff Arnold before he had scored. Arnold went on to save the match in a 9th wicket stand of 92 with Keith Fletcher. Back on this day, 1973, that famous let off for England. Well, the sun has broken through the dark clouds that had hovered over. And, well, that over comes to an end. It's another very expensive one. A 94 for 4. And just 13 required from the 30 balls still left in the contest of Bulgaria. Gonna have to do something special. Still no Detalina coming on to bowl. And I think we're gonna see new bowler coming on to bowl. And before she starts, question: who holds the record for the most runs scored in a single over in a county championship game? Okay, so who holds a record for the most runs scored in a single over in a county championship game? Leave that out there for you. It's Adea Stefanova who comes back. He's been the highlight, really, for Bulgaria in this fielding performance. 2 for 14 so far. She's bowling her final over. Needs to do something special to get her side back in the match. It's played away, gets past one. Detalina does the fielding. There, Stefanova, I was saying that her bowling, it's almost like she's running in, she's going to do a cartwheel before she bowls. Jeffrey Morphs is back. He's saying hi to all of us. Hello, Jeffrey. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good week. Or had a good week and getting set for the weekend. It is Peacock Friday, everyone. So I hope you're wearing your Peacock Friday shirts. What about Vinny? Is Vinny wearing his Peacock Fridays? Anybody caught sight of Vinny? Hopefully he is. And I'm wearing my rose shirt. The red roses on it. And of course, I thought it was quite fitting here for Bulgaria. Because don't forget, the Rose Valley in Bulgaria produces approximately half of the world's rose oil. And of course, a lot of that is made into perfumes. That's a good shot, and I don't think that's going to be stopped. Said this once before, and I was wrong, but this time I'm right. It goes all the way down. See what I mean? It does run down the hill there. That's just very nicely played. See, just keeps the upper body beautifully still and works that away. That's a really nice shot. Cracking shot there, and a boundary, and the first boundary also for Bojana, who's been, she's kind of timed it to perfection. You could say there was earlier on, I was saying that Bojana, she was very much just defensively blocking and wasn't showing too much intent. And it was Nadia that had to go. She could go here though. Oh, it's an effort that's gone wrong. And that's going to go just short of the boundary. Probably a catching chance, but ran herself into this. I think if she stayed still, if she got herself a steady base, see here, just kept on running, just needed to stop and get a steady base. Wasn't able to do so. Ball gets away. A couple of runs gets taken. Jana, just saying that she took a while to get going. Then let Nadia play some nice shots, and then she's just grown in confidence. But it has to be said, I think that Bulgaria, they have to look at themselves and say, yeah, we really did let Serbia back into this match. The extra 15-odd runs that I was saying, if they got to that 120 mark, could have been pretty key. But I think they know that if you don't bowl tidy, well, that's very good running, actually, really good. Early call there from Bojana saying, yeah, I can make it, let's do it. Yeah, meanwhile, there in Czechia, Luxembourg, they are 56 for 8 into that 15th over. So remember, Czechia also have yet to win a T20 international match. The same as Bulgaria. They have exactly the same record going into that game against Luxembourg as Bulgaria do going into this one against Serbia. 0-19. And we were saying that it could be about who was going to get their first win. Doesn't look like Bulgaria are going to do it here, with Serbia just needing 4 of 24 balls. So Bulgaria is going to be 0-20 for them. But there in Czechia, in Prague, Czechia women are going to put themselves in a very strong position maybe of getting their first win. Will they be 1-19? We'll have to wait and see. Swing and a miss as Gabriela gets given the ball. It's going to be a drop ball outside the off. Nicely bowled. Let's just talk a little bit about what will be happening tomorrow. So Saturday the 27th. And, well, Vinny will be covering a weekend of action in Portugal with 3 Division 2 matches. Of course, the Portuguese Grizzly League Division 2 matches. And that means that Danny Hudicek will be covering the action in Czechia. But we will start with our first match starting here 9 o'clock local time. So remember, we are an hour ahead of Central Europe here. So that means in most places we're starting at 8 o'clock your time. So that will be the second match between Bulgaria and Serbia. And in Czechia, they will start at 9:30 local time. And Czechia will be playing Norway. And Czechia may be going into that match with a win under their belt, the way things are going against Luxembourg. Second match in Bulgaria will be at 2:30 local time. So that will be the match 3. So we have 2 matches tomorrow. And 2 matches also in Czechia. Their final match will be starting at 2 o'clock. Danny Hudicek will be talking you through the action there. So that's what's happening tomorrow. So do join us for, once again, a weekend of women's cricket here on the European Cricket Network. So there we go. Let's see. Over gets completed. So we're going to go down now to the last 3 overs. 3 required. Gabriela does get a good over in there. That this is what was missing. You know, if you look at what happened in the last, just let's see what happened after the 10th over. So 10th over, the score was 47 for 4. Then the over by over scores have gone 9, 7, 11, 14, 9, 9, and now 1. And in that little period of time, I just don't think that Detalina, who now comes on to bowl here. So let's just see, Detalina coming on here now. There's Detalina showing off her lovely nails, painted bright red, and have the Bulgarian flags on them. But yeah, I mean, if Detalina, just imagine if she gets a good over in here, and even if she bowls the last over, if it goes that far, she would have only bowled 2 overs off the allocated 4 that she's allowed. That one's got through the fielder. They'll just take a single. So I just feel that Detalina just didn't get this right with the bowling. fielding pretty close here. Just 2 required for victory. Serbia looking to make it 7 wins for them. And all of their wins, all of Serbia's wins, have come against Bulgaria. Remember, their record was 6-15. Looks like it's going to be 7-15 now, and all 7 wins against Bulgaria. Any run will do it now. Played and missed here. So scores are tied. Serbia looking to start with a win here in this Balkan Cup. Remember, 3 more matches after this. Detalina trying to take it as deep as she can. Played away in the air, and oh, well, how about this? Well, did that hit the ground? Did this hit the ground? Is this one of the most remarkable catches you've ever seen? Did she volley this into the hands of the fielder? Well, we'll never know. How can we tell? The umpires have to make the decision. We can't use technology, and I don't think we got the angles either. But this could be one of the most bizarre wickets you'd ever seen. This could be crazy. It's like it's been volleyed into the hands of the fielder. Is this out or is it not? The umpires have to make a decision, and they're giving it out. It's the most craziest catch you'll ever see in your life. I am telling you, it's the craziest dismissal ever. Well, forget watching the World Cup. You might as well watch the cricket here on the European Cricket Network, because not only do we play cricket, we play better football than most of the men. The women know how to do it. The girls just want to have fun. Take a look at this. Ali, tell me you got this. This is just sensational. Ali, please tell me you got it, Ali. I'm backing you. I'm on my knees, Ali. Oh, no, we got to have it. Oh, boy, oh, boy. What a dismissal. Well, all I can say is you got to go back and watch it yourself. With the scores tied, we've just seen one of the craziest dismissals that you'll ever see. It was just incredible. Incredible. Detalina gets the wicket, and Laranova takes the catch. But what about the assist? It was volleyed into her hands. It was incredible. Oh, well, what a magical finish it is to the day. Serbia should still win the match. And that will be it. It's going to be finished with a wide. That is the end of the match. So Serbia will win, and they're going to win in the 18th over with 2 balls to go in it. I don't know why they're still carrying on. That's it, isn't it, folks? That's it. It's done. Come back. Come off. It's done. Everybody's still stunned with the last dismissal. And Serbia get the win. They make it 7 wins against Bulgaria. It's a 7-15 record for them. Congratulations to them. And with Bulgaria, look, they're improving all the time. I can see that improvement from the last time that I commentated on them playing. But they're still making those same mistakes. They're still outstanding in the field. Their batting is getting better. They're showing resilience in their batting. They're getting to scores more than the 60s and 70s that they were prone to getting to, I think, a respectable score here for 106. But it's just those changes. They just need to make some of those better changes. Use some of their bowlers, the experienced bowlers, a little bit earlier. And I think if they can do that, they can and will be more competitive. But well done to Serbia. They get the win here. And they do it with, in the end, I think, what's that, 14 balls to go. So good victory for them. And that will set them up nicely for 2 matches to come a little bit later. There's the celebrations there from Serbia. Well done to them. And you can see and that Nikola is there. The coach will be very happy with that performance from the team. And with Bulgaria, they know that they did a lot of things right, but it's some of those little same old mistakes that they've made in the past that are creeping into their game, and that's what they've got to make changes to. And I'm sure that their coach Ludmil, along with the team manager Marina, will be addressing those tonight before the players do depart. But it's been a wonderful start to the Balkan Cup here, and take the opportunity to invite you into the commentary position for this last time. For me to say our goodbyes from the team. Thanks, of course, very much to Alistair and to Mars, who've been brilliant as always. It's your three musketeers from Sporting Alfaz have come together once again. And of course, we were there in Warszawa as well in Poland. And first thing I want to say is well done to everyone. It's been a very hot day, very difficult for everybody from the ground staff to the players, the coaches, the managers, but everyone's dealt with it remarkably well and very professionally. So well done to all the players, well done to the coaching staff, the management, well done to the ground staff here. A big thank you to the umpires, to Ivan and to Gagadi. Well done to Delric as well, the tournament referee, and all the teams working beautifully well together. But of course, the team on the field, Serbia, get their win. So well done to Serbia as well. They'll be keen to continue and stay on winning ways against Bulgaria tomorrow, when 2 matches will be played here tomorrow. Don't forget that. So do join us tomorrow at the same time. There'll be matches that will be happening there in Czechia. That match there in Czechia is still going on. And I'll give you a quick look at the scores there. I know that we did see that Luxembourg were struggling a little. I'll give you a little live update that was happening there. But remember, once we sign off, you can go straight on to the stream there. Vinny is there, probably with Shoban now, I feel. But Luxembourg 65 for 8. Remember that Czechia themselves have never won a T20 international match like Bulgaria. Well, Bulgaria weren't able to do it on the 20th time of asking, but Czechia also playing their 20th T20 international match. Will they be able to get their first victory? Looks like they won't be chasing that many runs to do that against Luxembourg. So you can tune over to that stream in a moment. But before we go, just some thank yous to give out. As I said, well done to everybody that worked very hard here to get things going today. It's not going to be easy. Tomorrow's going to be the same. In fact, all weekend, the temperatures are going to be scorching high. But a big thanks to the Federation here in Bulgaria. Thank you to Prakash and the likes of Gangadi and Ivan for setting things up here. Big thank you to Professor Kolov, who's been here again getting things set up. Of course, it's very important to keep the players hydrated, to keep the teams and all the volunteers hydrated, and they're doing that brilliantly well. So thank you guys for looking after us. I'm excited for what's going to happen tomorrow. 2 matches tomorrow. Bulgaria, they're getting closer all the time, but will they pick up that victory tomorrow or not? We'll have to wait and see. I want to say a big thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in wherever you are around the world. Thanks to your support for this weekend of women's cricket. Do join us tomorrow. Be good, be safe, be happy. Hasta mañana, mi familia. Shukriya. How could you not get that catch? The volley catch.
Cameraman saying this is going to be the end of it. What do we do?
The volley catch. Boy. Well done, Ivan.